Hi, welcome to the module 5 control driven statements. In this module we discuss the what are the control driven statements and how to handle in Python. Now open the Jupyter notebook using your command prompt. Use the command Jupyter space notebook and hit enter. Now choose the path where you want to save Jupyter notebook file. For example, desktop, Python folder. This is the path. Click on new, Python 3. Now in this video we discuss the control driven statements, break and continue. Why break and continues are control driven statements? These statements are modifies your program flow control. How? I explain through the programs. Now your list contains 1 2 3 4 5. Now print all your list using for loop. For I in A, print I, click on run. This is the normal execution of for loop. Now use another way. For I in A, if I equal to 3, then print star star, else print I. Now I explain the logic. Here the list A will be moved into the I. In the first iteration the I contains 1. The second iteration I contains 2. The third iteration I contains 3. Fourth iteration I equal to 4. And fifth iteration I equal to 5. In the first iteration the if condition checks I equal to 3. Here the I is 1. Then 1 equal to 3. The condition is false. Then the else block was executed. Then in else block the 1 will be printed. In the second iteration also check I equal to 3. The I contains 2, 2 equal to 3. The if condition was failed. Now else block was executed and print 2. In the next iteration also check condition I equal to 3, 3 equal to 3. Now condition true. The if block was executed and print star star. In the fourth iteration I equal to 4. The condition is false. 4 equal to 3. The if condition was false. The else block was executed. Here print I, that is 4. In the fifth iteration I equal to 5. Then it checks the I equal to 5. Now condition was fail. The else block was executed. Now print I 5. Now in this for loop all the list elements are iterable and checks the condition. Here all the list elements are iterable and every item in the list checks the if condition. If the condition is failed, the else block was executed and click on the run. Here first 1 will be print, 2 will be print. If the condition is matched, the star star is printed. After the 4 and 5, that means your all list items are executed through the loop. Now how to use the break and continue. The break is used for your control is out of the loop. The control out of the loop. Now I explain through the program. Same program. For example, for I in A, here if I equal to 3. Now simply you can use the break, else same print your I data. Now in this code, here in the first iteration I contains 1. Here because the list contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here the first elements will be moved into the I in the first iteration. The I contains 1 in the first iteration. It checks the I equal to 3. That means 1 equal to 3. The condition was false. Then 1 will be print. In the next iteration, I equal to 2. It checks the 2 equal to 3. Here the if condition was failed and the else block was executed. Here in the third iteration, I equal to 3. Here 3 equal to 3. The condition was true. Here the if condition was true. If the condition was true, here the control out of the loop. After no more data will be executed in the for loop. Here after the condition was true, the control out of the loop. Then after no more your list elements was not executed. For example, click on the run. Here only 1, 2. Here first 1 equal to true. Sorry, 1 equal to 3. The condition was false. Then the else block was executed. In the next iteration, 2 equal to 3. The else block was executed. In the next iteration, I equal to 3. That means it checks the condition I equal to 3. Here the condition was true. Then break. That means after matching element, the 4 and 5 is there in the list. The 4 and 5 items are not executed in the for loop because the control out of the loop. Now using the continue, same logic for I in A. If I equal to 3, you can use the continue. Else print I. Here it checks the condition. If the condition was true, here the continue to the your loop, not break. Now here first iteration I equal to 1. It checks the condition I contains 1. 1 equal to 3. The condition was false. The else block was executed and print 1. In the next iteration I equal to 2. It checks the condition 2 equal to 3. The condition was false. The else block was executed. Then print the I. That means print 2. In the next iteration I equal to 3. Here 3 equal to 3. The condition was true. Here it tells to the loop continue to the loop and begin the next execution. That means if the condition was matching after the remaining elements in the list, that is 4 5, the execution was starts from 4 to 5. In the next iteration, for example, I equal to 4, here 4 equal to 3, the condition was false, the else block was executed, then I will be printed, that is 4. Here I equal to 5, 5 equal to 3, here the else block was executed, the output is 5. Here the first iteration I equal to 1 checks the condition, the if condition was failed, the else block was executed. In the second iteration the else block was executed. In the third iteration the if condition is true, then we are using the continue statement. Here continue tells to the loop to begin the next execution in the loop after matching condition. After matching condition, the I contains 4. Here the control not out of the loop. Again it begins the execution. After continue, the again it begins the execution, that is the continue. I contains 4, it checks the condition 4 equal to 3, the condition was false, the else block was executed. Finally I equal to 5, 5 equal to 3, the condition was false, the else block was executed, and click on the run. Here the first iteration 1 will be printed, 2 4 5. Here 3 is not printed because if the condition is true, you can simply tells the continue to the next iteration, that is the 4 and 5, and use the pass keyword. What is the pass keyword? The pass keyword is used for to bypass your code for execution. That means you don't execute your code, you can use the pass. For example, for I in A, here you can simply use the pass. Here the no data will be printed in the prompt. Click on run. Here this is bypasses the your code and the no code is executed in the loop, you can use the pass. The pass is also used for like compilation errors, code debugging also. The pass is used in if conditions also. The continue and break statements are used in loop only, either for loop or while loop. These are the control driven statements. Now go to the file, save the file, click on save as, and use the name lab5, click on save. Here your lab5 file is stored in desktop, contains the Python folder, and click on save. Thank you for taking the time. Good luck.